Welcome to Black Conscious Nation, The Awakening. Today we have Brother Dean of
To the Top Shuttle Service here in Bermuda.
Bermuda.
Yes.
And he's going to share a lot of information about his business and about Bermuda, who we are as a people of the African diaspora. Brother Dean, please.
Yes. So I just wanted to touch base on a little bit of our history. You know, I was telling the brother here that Bermuda and America have a long history. Back in 1609, well, first of all, I run a minibus service here in Bermuda in Dockyard. We do tours, the minibuses do tours. It's $10 per person per hour. Now, a 5-hour tour will get you from one end of the island to the other and back. And in that tour, you'll get to see, one of the features is our old town of St. George. It was established in 1612. Now, in 1609, when Virginia was being established in America, they were having some problems. They were running out of supplies and things like that. So England sent a fleet of ships. They ran into a 4-day storm. The lead ship had an admiral, Sir George Somers, on that ship. And on the 4th night of that storm, they thought they were going to sink, but they spotted land. So the admiral commanded the captain to run that ship aground. They went as close as they could to Bermuda and ran aground. That was on at the other end of St. George. They came ashore. They got so close to the island that everyone survived. So for the next 3 months, they used supplies from their ship and supplies from the island. And they made 2 more smaller ships, the Deliverance and the Patience. They stuck those ships with supplies from Bermuda. You know, we had wild hogs, we had fish, we had turtles, things like that. And they sailed on to Virginia. They reached that community just in the nick of time. They had actually started cannibalism. So they were saved from supplies from Bermuda. Okay,
Oh, wait a minute.
1609.
They
Yes.
did what with cannibalism?
Oh yeah, that community started to eat each other. They got desperate, but they were saved by supplies from Bermuda. Okay, so when those guys sailed back to England, they let England know that that island that we call the Isle of Devils is not such a bad place after all. The climate is nice, they have food there, you know. Maybe we should think about sending a community there, right? So in 1612, England sent people here to establish the old town of St. George. They said that there were no people here.
Wow.
But it's believed or been confirmed that Pequot Indians were here. Most likely Africans were here as well. But we do have descendants of the Pequot Indians, and one of my friends has told me that his great-grandparents had told him about the fact that there were Indians in St. David's, it's called, that area of Bermuda. So, you know, they told England that that place, the Isle of Devils, is not such a bad place. They used to call us the Isle of Devils because back in those days, seafarers were very superstitious. And at night, when you sailed past Bermuda, they'd hear a lot of screeching and screaming, and they believed that there were devils here. So Bermuda was actually used as a marker. When you sailed from America to England or one of those places down to the Caribbean, when you spotted Bermuda, you had a general idea of where you were on the planet and how much further you had to go. But nobody really wanted to come on the island, you know. So me as a preteen, they taught us that that screaming and screeching was our national bird, the cahal, which is a nocturnal bird. Flies at night, it was here in the thousands. They said that that's what was screeching and screaming. But there are others who disagree. They say that that was people. When they saw the ships going by, they do their little war cries or whatever to scare them off.
So put the fear of God on them, basically.
Yeah.
Brother Dean.
Yes, sir.
Do you have contact information we can get a hold of you?
Of course, you can contact me at 1-441-799-0202. It's Dean, To the Top Shuttle Service here in Bermuda.
Awesome. Hey, we're back on Black Conscious Nation with Brother Dean, and we are riding around Bermuda, and we're just getting the tour of what's going on. What is it like to be here? And just the demographics. So I will be sharing some things with you here and there. So stay tuned. Black Conscious Nation, The Awakening.
And since the eclipse, we've been having extra low tides, you know. It's not usually so low, but so since about a week or so before the eclipse and right up to now, we're still having these extra low tides. Called Ely's Harbor. It's a beautiful area, especially during the sunset. As you see, it's protected from the open ocean. It's a perfect place to moor your boats. That's Ely's Harbor. Bermuda Triangle? Well, the Bermuda Triangle is actually a vast area of ocean. Bermuda's just one tip. So the other tip is Miami, and the other is Puerto Rico. Yes. So they didn't want to name it Puerto Rico Triangle, and they didn't want to name it Miami Triangle. They named it Bermuda Triangle, yes. We're going to stop there and get a closer look, and we'll also feed the fish. So there's that brickwork. If you look out of your window and look straight down at the roadside, you'll see that wooden section. This young man's just opening the bridge, yeah? Okay. Ladies to come with it. Yeah. No, it's breams. It's bream. We call them breams, yeah.
Ain't no brother.
They are doing a little feeding frenzy there. Okay.
All right, here, son.
Yeah, just throw a piece out there for them.
Yeah, I gotta talk to them. Where are they? They're not piranhas. They're just
No,
fish.
Look at him.
I see them. Hi, baby. You know. Oh no, you don't. Oh no, you don't. Oh, look at them. So what kind of fish are these?
They're breams. Breams. B-R-E.
Beautiful.
Yes. Okay.
Oh my Lord, you.
So
are...
I'm gonna show you how the bridge opens. So there you have it. Good. It was designed for the mast of sailboats to pass through. Okay. I'll tell you more when we get on the bus. Point. Now it's not used anymore because we have so much traffic, and it's not needed anymore because we have all the motorboats. But it's still there. It can still open, and it's called Somerset Bridge. Tree that is for the saw palmetto. We just passed some of those. Saw palmetto is the berries from that are good for men to help with prostate issues. Yeah. So saw palmetto we have here as well. Okay, guys, here in Bermuda we have no large wild animals. We don't have snakes. We don't have deer. We don't even have squirrels. In our trees are the birds, frogs, lizards, the insects, and we also have little land crabs, but that's about it. The large animals we do have are horses, dogs, cats, cows, chickens, things like that, but there are no large wild animals here. The Gibbs Hill Lighthouse. It was erected in 1846. It has 185 steps, so we're not going to try to go up there. At one point, it was the tallest cast iron lighthouse in the world. It still functions. You know, the light comes on every night. It shines out. You can see it about 20-something miles out. Yeah. Oh yeah. See it.
Is that the
Okay.
shipyard over there?
Yeah, there's your cruise ship there in the distance. Yes. About our electricity. We have an electric light company that's central to the island. They have 3 huge diesel engines that spin generators, create our electricity, and that's sent throughout the island via these overhead wires you'll see. Now that's just one way we generate electricity. Another way is we incinerate our garbage, and the heat from that flame spins a turbine alternator that creates electricity. So the incinerator plant is run off of the electricity generated from burning our trash, and the excess electricity is then forwarded to the regular electric light company, and that too is sent throughout the island. So there's 2 ways. We also have the solar panels. You'll see some solar panels on people's houses, on their roof, and also some businesses. Okay, so there are 3 ways that we generate electricity: diesel engines, solar power, and we burn our trash. Why this point is about 2 miles. Our population is a little more than, is about 70,000 locals. We have our own currency, the Bermuda dollar. It's the same value as the American dollar. However, our smallest bill is a $2 bill, and we have a $1 coin. Each of our bills are a different color, and each denomination has a picture of something you would see on the island. We are a British dependent territory. We're not a British colony, we govern ourselves. Although Britain appoints a governor, the government is made up of local officials, and we run our own affairs. We have a two-party system. Each party decide who their leader is going to be, and on election day, the country decides which party are going to govern. That party that wins the election, their leader becomes the premier. So America says president, we say premier. But this is an old-fashioned tank here. It has the vaulted top. It goes down maybe about 6 feet or so, you know. So yeah, rainwater's collected in here. Now, this vaulted top keeps a pocket of air above the water, and that helps to keep the water cool. Yeah. So in the old days, before refrigeration, your mom will take all the ingredients for Jello, put it in a bottle, glass bottle, put top on tight, tie some string to it, lower it down into the tank, and when you came back home from school, you had a treat, some Jello as a treat, you know. But now, and back then we used to dip water with the bucket and rope, pump room, pushed into a pressure tank, and then when you turn on your faucet in the bathroom, it flows, But yeah, that's the vaulted top, okay? Yeah, man, it's plenty of water in there. It's fresh and clean. You can see a root from one of these trees that's come through, so it's kind of growing in there, a root. If it was sunny, you would see in clearly, you know.
So just for I heard this correct. The rainwater comes on the top of the roof, and it goes down the roof into
gutter pipe.
Gutter. It goes to that pipe.
Yeah.
It goes all the way down into like this man-made well.
Into this tank, yeah.
Wow. What you said, this is pretty much the structure of all in Bermuda right now with the rainwater.
It's the basic idea. Yeah, this is how we catch our water, fresh water. We don't have a problem with air pollution. So we use the rainwater as our fresh water, yeah? That's our fresh water source. We don't have any mountains or rivers, but rain is our source of fresh water, yeah?
So you don't use no town water, nothing?
We have piped water. Like I said, we have a reverse osmosis plant. They make fresh water out of the seawater, and they pipe that through the island in certain areas. But most people catch their water like this.
And that's what you flush your toilets and take your bath with the water?
Yeah, we use it for everything, man. We drink it as well.
Yeah.
So this is a piece from the aloe I just picked and peeled that away. And there's the gel right there. I mean, it's good for you. It can stain white clothes. You know, you see how slimy it is. It tastes kind of bitter. I'm used to the taste, so I don't mind it. But yeah, it can.
Where's my cut there?
You got to cut.
That does. Yeah. That's what I was just.
For burns, you know, you can. Oh, right there. For burns, I have a friend who touched a hot piece of reinforcement rod, burnt his fingers. He was in pain. He used a piece of aloe, and he was like, like as soon as it soothed it. It soothed it. And of course, it's good for sunburn and things like that. Pain on your skin, helps to heal sores.
What we used to do too is wash, even the hibiscus.
I just want to touch again about the part about our ancestors, how they used to go into the in the bush area. In the bush, I'm talking about, they go in and find the bushes, where they find herbs, and they come. Whenever there was an ailment in the family or in the village, they brought something in, they crunched it up or whatever it was. Sometimes they boiled it and they gave it to the person who was in need. Our ancestral knowledge is so powerful. What do you have to say about that?
Yeah, well, you know, I was sent a video just yesterday of a lady who is said to be 141 years old. Wow. She looks good. You know, the interviewer asked her, what do you think has helped you to live so long? She says, well, I live off the earth. I pick my herbs according to the moon. I live with the moon, you know. I pick my herbs according to when it's a full moon and things like that. She says she doesn't have anything wrong with her. No sugar, no high blood pressure. She's never had a heart attack. You know, she looks good, man. She says she's 141. She's a Jamaican lady. She's got a Jamaican accent anyway. Yeah, you know. And she said that there is an herb that can cure, you know, a different herb for any type of disease you may have. And so that's what she's done. She said her doctor told her in 2002 that she had cancer and she would have 6 months to live. And this video is recent. So she said she just cured herself. She said she doesn't believe in no cancer. She said that people are born with cancer cells. So everybody has cancer. But when you're in the right frame of mind and you know how to live off the earth, yeah, you can heal yourself, man. Most of it is in your mind. You can heal yourself. Yeah.
Yeah, it's to the point you said. We're going back to our ancestral knowledge again. I heard you say she picked stuff from according to the moon. We traditionally, when we look back on our ancestral knowledge, you go to the pyramids, you go inside. They show all kind of analytics about what they did and how they did it.
Yes.
And it's strange because when the colonizers came forth, it's my knowledge of Black Conscious Nation, that when they came to colonize, they said it was barbaric what they seen. But now in the 21st century, what we did, they marketed it, and if they extradite the information and the materials from the motherland, and they ship it to other countries to GMO it so they can reproduce it in mass forms. That's now I believe in as Black Conscious Nation, and it's a fact, and they can't refute that.
Yeah, it's definitely a fact, because the thing is, we as Black people have always been accommodating, kind, invite people in. We teach you good knowledge. Some other people, if there's something good, they try to figure out a way to monetize it. And that's the problem. You know, we know how to use natural things from the earth. They look at it and say, well, how could I make money off of that? You know, so they dilute things, they weaken it down. We use the pure, you know, and so that's the difference between us. That's one of the differences. We know how to live off the earth and keep ourselves healthy. Yeah, we're not trying to monetize that. We share it, you know. Bermuda cedar tree here, you know. Bermuda cedar, it's a beautiful wood to work with. It's hard to work with. It's a hard wood. It's not like Virginia cedar. Bermuda cedar has a lot of nuts in it, but it's a beautiful wood. We make beautiful furniture out of it. And also it's very aromatic. So what we sometimes will do is take the sawdust, put it in a little sachet and hang that in your closet, and it discourages moths, things like that. So they've been doing that for generations as well. But yeah, that's a specimen of the Bermuda cedar tree.
All right, Black Conscious Nation, this is the final take. We're going to say we appreciate you so much. We thank you for listening. Thank you for being with our tour guide, our brother Dean. He has done great work in educating us as a people. You know, if you ever in Bermuda, don't hesitate to touch him, reach out to him. Doesn't matter if you're not. Brother Dean, tell us about yourself and your contact information.
So guys, I'm Dean. My business is To The Top Shuttle Service. I can be reached by telephone at 1-441-799-0202. If you want to send me a WhatsApp message, that's even better, you know. So I'm glad that I got to meet Brother Hill and share some of the knowledge that we have regarding Black history in Bermuda. So here we are at beautiful Warwick Long Bay Beach. It's our second most popular beach in Bermuda. Again, we wish you farewell. And also we want to invite you, come to Bermuda. We are about a 2.5-hour flight from New York and Boston, and we're a beautiful cruise away as well. So take care, much love. Blessings to you.
Black love and Black